Alright y'all, welcome back to Combat Arms channel. Okay, so hopefully y'all can hear me okay, and hopefully the little intro there didn't get this whole video copyright claimed, but with YouTube nowadays, there's really no promising. Okay, so today we are going to be checking out a video from Azov. Now this one is about their reconnaissance units. It's very similar to other videos that we've checked out, but this is them in the Toretsk area completing some reconnaissance, and it seems very similar to the other videos that we've seen, with them kind of doing their call outs and trying to get some people to surrender who are kind of just like holed away. But yeah, it normally doesn't end up too well for them, but it's about 16 minutes long, so let's just go ahead and get right into it. Also, if y'all don't understand what I'm dressed up as, shame on you, you have poor taste in music.
Плюс, держи. Пошел.
Damn.
Оружие, руки поднял. Лови аптечку,
Alrighty, we can see
Я сказав їм паузу.
the environments these guys are working in.
Ти нормально?
There's no training for this.
Я сказав їм, щоб вони лишались там, і ми потім їх якось достанемо. Баба!
You always train in these very neat sort of mountain towns and stuff. Never plan to be
через 2 секунди ми вас.
walking all over bricks where every footstep
Давайте,
is gonna be uneven.
Добро пожаловать в плен.
Welcome to captivity. Imagine hearing that.
Подвал справа, бачите?
Я знаю, да.
Again, it's always the basement. It's kind of just like
Садик, бери оцей кирпичний
just hide
дом,
away.
коротше, в якого криша дирява. Поняв? Не яка красна, яка дирява.
I mean, I know they don't have a whole lot of support, but
Я взяв ліво.
and we see Azov's weapons are always very kind of modern.
перший.
They always look pretty well equipped. Definitely helps them in situations like this. Did you see that guy's patch? That was sick.
Чесно.
The description says that it's a recon platoon, but it looks like there's not that many guys going and clearing these out.
Да, починаємо.
We might also have some people on security or cordoning the area off.
Подвал.
Their movement always looks very coordinated and methodical, though. It's no wonder why these guys are always so successful. Just the focus on getting those fundamentals
Ви тут самі?
solid.
Взагалі не бачив, так? Ви виїхати не хочете? Не хочете?
Куда?
А чого?
Чим?
В смысле?
Кстати, так само з протягнутою рукою.
Ми можемо вивезти.
Ні, ви вивезете, вопросів немає. А ми там як, з протягнутою рукою.
Та ні, вам допомагають організації.
Знаєте, краще, ніж...
Ви б знали, скільки ми вже отсюди вивезли?
Зазвонюємося, знаю.
These conversations are always the same.
Всі кругом кричать.
Ну там хоча б ніхто вас бити не хоче.
It's so interesting to hear.
Що вам сказати?
But I mean, how can you blame them?
В підвалі.
Ну, ніфіга собі.
Damn,
Та ну
dude.
не придумайте, давайте ми вас вивеземо.
Не надо. Ми останемося тут.
Ну а що воно вам далі, ви тут останетесь?
А що воно вам дасть, що ви вивезете?
Ну, ви нам не будете, дивіться, вам буде безпечніше і ви нам не будете заважати працювати.
You're getting in the way.
Хлопці, ваші матері хочуть, щоб ви живі прийняли.
Oh, damn, that's... If I heard that, I'd be like, okay, let's take what they said at first
Просто за якого-то діда.
with a grain of
Та
salt.
Все добре, бережіть себе, будь ласка. А ми зробимо так, щоб до вас не прийшли гості.
І ви бережіть себе.
Ну, постараємося.
We'll help you out.
Починаємо. Плюс заходимо. Покажи мені, де що
Keep the
як.
boogeyman away.
А? Да, покажи мені, будь ласка. Кавка до мене. Добрий день, не лякайтесь. Ви тут самі? Тихо, маленько. Опа. Контроль, чисто. Заходьте сюди.
Again,
Сюди, присаджуйтесь.
really showing why a flashlight is
Доброго дня.
gonna be a
Один
money
стоїть на
maker
виході, підтримує зв'язок.
in these
У вас є бажання
areas
виїхати звідси? Ми можемо це організувати.
where there's no
Приїде
power,
транспорт, вас евакуює з речами.
the lights are destroyed.
Я розумію, дивіться, зараз працює така штука, що ви виїжджаєте, ви проходите реабілітацію, вам надають
A bunch
квартиру,
of dead
роботу, все
space.
вам надають. Тобто вам надаються льготи, у вас є можливість виїхати за кордон.
Отут вийдеш,
If y'all are in Ukraine or you kind of have looked into it already, can you tell me what kind of benefits they're actually giving everybody who's being displaced? Because they're saying that, well, they said they would give them a job and whatnot. I'm really curious what kind of benefits they can give, and if it's coming just from the Ukraine government or if it's coming more from like a international stance as well, as far as like taking in refugees and then giving them certain things under a certain program.
якщо що. Отут калітка, сразу,
Ага, справа.
да, от за домом.
Угу.
Заходиш туди, там підвал.
Так.
То это, я не знаю, хто там сидить, не сидить.
А він дивиться входом сюди, так? Да?
Да.
Все, я знаю, цей підвал, я тут уже колись гуляв.
Ага.
І далі ще в самому кінці вулиці, в дворі є підвал, да, під деревом. І більше підвалів немає.
Не, есть еще в следующем доме
Oh,
подвал.
it's a good idea if they're talking to
В
the
следующем
locals.
доме подвал. Там, где ракета прилетела, вот следующий за этим.
Ага.
Вот я не знаю, он целый или нет. Но я когда за дровами ходил, подвал видно, что есть.
Damn, that's so cool. That's really smart.
Дальше не знаю, 2 дома, 3, не знаю. И напротив подвал, напротив, вот последний дом с левой стороны, там подвал заваленный.
Like they know the
Я
area
понял, добре, дякую.
like the back of their
И дом
hand,
сгорел.
especially if
Все,
they've
ми
been there
зараз
for
це перевіримо.
decades.
Пацани, уточняйте обстановку, чи можемо рухати.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense if you just think they have potentially been there for decades. Like they're gonna know all the ins and outs, all the crevices. If there's any like weird basements, if there's any sort of connections from house to house, or things of that nature. And then at the same time, they can also describe. They can kind of like paint a picture for those who are just coming after. Like he's saying, a rocket hit one of the buildings. So now you can kind of understand, like, oh, he's talking about this building. It helps kind of paint a picture for what happened before. From a recon perspective, understanding that can kind of help a lot more than you would think.
И дом сгорел.
Все, ми зараз це перевіримо. Пацани, уточняйте обстановку, чи можемо
Только не
рухатися.
выпускайте, хорошо?
Да, добре.
Закройте.
Да, понятно. Контроль дом.
Good movement. I mean, as quiet as you could be with all that debris. And it's really, you really need a trustworthy flashlight as well. Because I've had a flashlight go out on me when I really needed it.
Підвал чистий, підвал.
And
Даже більше, ніж карцер, тільки з поворотом. Продовжуємо далі.
I took a round to the face. Luckily, it was simunition rounds. Because if it was a live round, that would suck.
Чисто. Чисто.
And I mean, just look at that. The wallpaper is like so intricate and stuff. Just trying to understand the history. I mean, it's potentially someone's family home for decades. It's always interesting to see what the grenades will do as well, because sometimes we'll see like the wall will collapse, or basically the entire basement will collapse. And I guess for these guys, if the basement did collapse, kind of makes things a lot easier for them. You know, you don't really need to go inside, because it adds a lot of danger to them, to their personal safety, having to go into a basement with a flashlight with some dude who's potentially holed up for like a week at that point.
Оружие, руки, руки поднял!
Убивать не будем, с поднятыми руками, у тебя 10 секунд. Выходи, не бойся, мы убивать не будем.
Один.
Руки подними, руки!
Двое. Второй где?
Вылазь, вылазь.
Давай.
Сюда ползи, ко мне ползи.
Damn.
Ползи ко мне, быстро.
You know his ears are ringing, dude.
Ко мне ползи тоже, давай, давай, давай. Третий где?
Нету третьего, двое.
Ты слышишь?
Двое.
К нему ползи.
Ко мне,
Gotta-
давайте, быстрее, быстрее, быстрее.
A headache off the
Быстрей.
charts.
Все, вставайте, вставайте, вставайте.
So it's interesting that they're saying, like, where's the second one, then where's the third one. I wonder if they don't necessarily know that there is a second person or a third person, and they're kind of just saying that as, like, almost like a psyop, like, just getting them to admit that there is somebody else. I'm curious.
Проходите вперед. Вперед, давайте, быстрее, быстрее, убивать вас не будем. Красота, заходи.
Вот аптечка есть.
Imagine you get down there.
Ага. Да
And there
я
is
подивлюсь,
somebody
що
else.
є вообще. Ось ще одна аптечка.
Ще одна аптечка.
How are you gonna treat those other two?
Парни, здорово. Вас только двое в подвале?
Да, двое.
Да, двое. Давайте, парни.
Хм.
Добро пожаловать в плен. Заходим сюда в подвал. Ну, давайте быстріше. А що з глазом? Я глаз на місці старий?
Есть.
Не на місці, заходь в подвал.
Eh,
Давайте ниже.
he's like,
Вас
well,
никто убивать уже не будет, типа. Дальше можешь пройти?
I got an eye
Пройди
shield.
дальше, старый. Сейчас тебе помогу. Вас двоє прийшло тільки?
Да, погибли пацаны еще. Пацаны погибли.
Всі погибли, да. Скільки вас було?
8.
8? Я себе. А де погибли?
Да где-то здесь вчера минометом.
Damn, a
Ваші
mortar?
позивні.
Мой
Да.
Дудик.
Дудік, а ти?
Муфта.
And this would be interesting too, because if these guys were kind of either they were hearing radio chatter before, or maybe they found like a radio from one of these guys, like one of the nearby or adjacent teams, if they kind of heard all of these call signs, they can start doing like an order of battle almost, basically saying, here's this squad, here's this squad, we know that these guys are located here, and they can kind of ascertain if these guys are actually being truthful based off of what they were saying before.
Дивись, мент, позивні Дудік і Муфта. Їх було 8. Залишились вони вдвох, всі остальні вмерли, як прийняв.
Плюс-плюс. Почули, да?
Да,
Справа
да.
на будинку.
Пішли.
Короче, я буду муфта, якщо що. Ну, тільки не кричать, понял? Так, спокійно.
Давайте я до колодця і буду крити 12 плюс.
Давай.
Yeah, now having some dudes in captivity adds another layer of coordination. Also takes one or two guys out of the fight. But damn, some dudes got hit by a mortar and they got killed. Must have been an accurate mortar. Landed on the building or
Пацаны, это
something.
муфта. Парни. Парни, слышите? Парни, слышите, это муфта. Это муфта, кто ты? Подожди, не слышу, я глох. Пацаны, еще раз, скажи громче.
Damn. Dude, I love the ingenuity that these guys are using. Just the mental mind game. Like if you're on the Russian side, you can't trust a thing because these guys are being incredibly slick, incredibly clever. Because they can be like, I know what this dude's supposed to sound like, but you know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just hearing him differently. Everything's kind of muffled. You know, maybe that is actually him.
Бывалый. Братан, дружище, ты нормально? Ты нормально? Вас завалило? Вы не ранены?
Нет, мы самостоятельно не выберемся, нам вылаз
А.
надо, фонтены.
У вас есть радейка, парни?
Да.
Рабочая, у нас просто не...
So I would assume he's speaking Russian right now, it's kind of I can't honestly tell the difference between the Russian and the Ukrainian except for certain words. So it'd be interesting to hear him switch from like Russian to Ukrainian, and for the dudes inside to just be like, oh, okay, that's not who I thought it was. But what? Damn, these dudes are just buried. They're almost like buried alive. That's crazy.
Не работает наша. Не работает наша радейка. У вас оружие целое?
Good to know.
Сейчас, подожди, что-то придумаем.
Can you see any daylights? Maybe any daylight that's the same size as a hand grenade by chance?
Мужики! Будьте здесь, мы позже придем, сейчас не сможем достать вас. Будьте здесь, мы позже придем за вами. Хорошо, будьте здесь, будьте здесь. Давайте. Садик иду.
Damn, dude. Clever stuff. That's not something you can really get in training.
Можна спробувати розкопати їх, там в принципі можна розчистити пауза. Але у них там є зброя, і треба якось це, ну коротше, зараз просто не варіант, пауза. У них є радіостанція, їх там двоє, пауза. Ось, при них зброя, ну типа вони цілі. Я сказав, що я муфта, ми під їх, коротше, закосили, я сказав їм пауза.
That's so funny.
Я сказав їм, щоб вони лишались там, і ми потім їх якось достанемо.
Oh, damn, dude. It's about to be a bad day for them.
Короче, положишь ее в яму тут, там где завал, там где низ завала получается, туди покладеш.
It's like, hey guys, we're gonna dig you out. Can you like get to the closest area to my voice and like make some noise? It's like, okay, I'm gonna put this right here. Just stay right there and keep talking, so I know where to dig.
Бабах!
Damn.
Парни, смотрите!
That wasn't fucking
Выходите с руками
Mufta.
поднятыми и без оружия, ты меня слышишь? Выходите с поднятыми руками и без оружия! Или мы сейчас туда, ребят, пару гранат к вам закинем, как принял, ребят?
Damn.
Выходите с поднятыми руками и без фокусов! Или мы туда вам еще одну закинем ТМ-ку!
Betrayal.
Бывало, если какую-то хуйню сделаешь, мы вас разъебашим. Быстрее выходи с поднятыми руками и без оружия! Бывало, если ты мне ответишь через 2 секунды, мы ударим вас! Без ничего! С поднятыми руками!
10 секунд у вас!
Без оружия! Останетесь живые! Быстрее!
Bro, what?
Подожди!
Better be quick about
Подожди.
that. And don't
С поднятыми руками! С
don't mess
поднятыми!
about.
Руки вверх! Руки! Вторая!
This dude had the pins already. He was ready.
Сядь
Maybe
на
he
колени,
didn't
все, и
trust.
сиди.
He didn't trust Mufta after all.
Все, давай, выходи. Руки вверх. Все.
What the fuck?
Спокойно. Все, иди сюда. Сюда. Все, двое у нас. Відходимо до фиша,
I
прием.
couldn't put it back in. My hand was shaking
Все,
too
парни,
much.
мы вас стрелять не будем, только без лишних движений. Все.
That's crazy. Hand on the grenade. Damn, really, really well done. Surgical, you could say. That's crazy. It's like
Забрали автомат і радійку.
I don't know if whatever Sadiq and Mufta, I don't know if they thought that everybody else was actually dead, or if they just didn't know.
Они позаботились, откопали нас. Так бы, наверное, там и друг друга посъедали бы с голодухи.
Dude.
Начал кричать: сдаемся, сдаемся.
Я сперва даже не понял. Меня оглушило.
Нас откопали 2,5 килограммами тротила. Быстро получилось.
Damn, look at that. That's some high quality propaganda right there. I mean, it's like, here is the actual mission, and then here's these guys confirming everything as we showed it to you. And if y'all are watching this and it's not October, then you might be very confused as to what's happening, but it is October, so we are doing a costume for all of the reaction intros. So that's kind of what is happening here. Okay, compared to some of the other videos we've seen, I mean, we've seen a lot of shots fired. We've seen people lighting up doorways with like a saw and whatnot. But these guys, like they kind of said in the video, no shots fired, doing like all these call outs. I mean, of course, yeah, they had to blow some stuff up, but that's really impressive work to do those kinds of call outs, to mess with their minds that much, to get them to just be like, oh, okay, yeah, like, can you help us out? And yeah, then they just, they blow it open. They're like, okay, game's over, come on out. And again, these guys were ready. They had the pin pulled on their grenades. It's like, dude, what are you thinking? I mean, I guess they're thinking about blowing themselves sky high if they weren't given the option to surrender. But I mean, at that point, it's like, what are you even still fighting for? Because to them, maybe they didn't even know that there was anybody else alive in the village as well, like those other two said, and thought that it was just them two alive. Really kind of gets your mind thinking about where is their mind at. But hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. If there's any Ukraine videos or any kind of military videos in general that you'd like me to check out, definitely send it my way. Drop it down in the comments section down below. I appreciate it. And as you guys know, I will stay subscribed to these channels, and I try and hit the bell and try and get notified whenever they upload something. But I've done that for a lot of channels now, and I don't always get notified. So I do appreciate you guys sending it my way as well, because it still helps for me to see what y'all are interested. And this video specifically is already almost at 1 million views, and I didn't get recommended it. So sometimes, I don't know, YouTube algorithm just treats me a little bit weird. So I do appreciate you guys sending this stuff my way so I can check it out. But that is it for this video. I will see y'all in the next one.